welcome back to another Sunday night story time. I am here with another really wonderful winter book for you. This one is called The Wish Tree. It's written by Kyle McClear. This is Charles. Charles wanted to find a wish tree. His brother said, "There's no such thing." And his sister said, "There's no such thing." But Charles said, "What do you think, Boggin?" And Boggin thought surely there was such a thing. He's talking to his toboggan. So the next morning, Charles and Boggin set forth. His brother said, "Bring a map." And his sister said, "Don't forget a compass." But Charles and Boggin were already well on their way into the woods. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Boggin. They had the whole day ahead of them, the whole day to find the wish tree. Up, up, up to the top of the hill they climbed, and down, down to a frosty meadow they slid. Where Charles went, Boggin followed, and where Boggin went, Charles followed. Charles and Boggin did not see the wish tree, but they did see Squirrel, who was puzzling over how to get some hazelnuts to his home. So look at Charles helped Squirrel. He put all the hazelnuts on his toboggan and said, "Hold on tight." La-di-da-di-da-di-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Boggin. And they got Squirrel back to his home. So long, Squirrel. Slow, slow through the snow they went, and hush, hush, past Bear's den they crept. Where Charles went, Boggin followed, and where Boggin went, Charles followed. They did not see a wish tree anywhere, but they did see Beaver, who was busy gathering birchwood to bring to his lodge. Oh, look at, he's loading up all the birchwood onto the toboggan, and he said, "Let's go." La-di-da-di-da-di-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Boggin. And he got Beaver back to his lodge. He said, "Bye-bye, Beaver." Slide, glide across the ice they slipped, past a few logs and around a bend. Where Charles went, Boggin followed, and where Boggin went, Charles followed. The wish tree was nowhere to be found, but they did find Fox, who was late getting berries to her burrow. So look, Charles says, "Load 'em up." And they load all the berries onto the toboggan. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Boggin. And they got Fox all the way back to her burrow. And he said, "Keep warm, Fox." Now they had less than half the day ahead of them. Less than half the day to find the wish tree. "We may need to move a little faster, Boggin," said Charles. Charles and Boggin were moving very slowly now. Their shadows were growing longer. The whole day was almost behind them. "Boggin," Charles said, "I'm tired. I cannot search any longer." And he laid down on his boggin. "Shh," whispered Boggin. And look at all of his animal friends are coming out of the woodwork. When Charles awoke, it was snowing. It was snowing on Squirrel, and it was snowing on Beaver, and it was snowing on Fox, and it was snowing on everyone. For a moment, Charles could not see through the falling snow, but then he said, Oh, look! What do you think he saw? Yeah. See, Boggin, said Charles, just as we thought. And Boggin said, wish. Charles wrote his wish on a piece of paper and tied it around a branch of the wish tree. The snow was falling more gently now. The animals had prepared a night feast with hazelnut souffle, a pot of birch tea, and biscuits made of berries. Charles and Boggin celebrated with their friends until it was time to be on their way. The moon was glowing brightly. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Boggin, all the way home. The end. I hope you all enjoyed that book. I would love to hear some more ideas of stories that you would like to hear. Go ahead and write them in the comments and we'll be sure to try to add them into our Storytime list. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night full of sweet dreams, and we'll see you back here next Sunday. Good night, my friends.